Hello.
How y'all doing, my fellow Raichu rebels? My name's the Pokemon Kage Karias, and welcome back to the Rebel Podcast. This is episode numero 3. Rebel stands for Raichu's
Why?
Engaging, Badass, Excellent, Laughable Podcast. Quite the mouthful if I say so myself, but hey, if it works, if it works. Joining with me here today is my friend, I don't know which side of the face cam I'm going to be pointed to in terms of editing, but for the sake of it, I'll point to the left. Siah, aka the
Hello.
former SM22. Say hi there, mate.
Yes, I am a former me. but but you know what? Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you
no
for
worries,
thinking of
man.
me. I thought you forgot about me for a little bit.
Nah. I could never forget about you, man. You were one of my first friends online, really.
Because
Um,
God knows I forgot about me.
oh, wow. Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, anyway. So, welcome back to the Rebel Podcast. Just like with every other podcast episode, I have some topics with me that I can talk to with, my not my co-host, but my guest. I don't have a co-host yet. But, yeah. So, the first topic, I talked to Siah about this on Twitter. Who is Siah? What he's like, his likes and dislikes, hobbies, goals, etc. And other subcategories include, how's your summer been? And do you still play video games and whatnot? I guess. Just general stuff about who Siah is. Because the thing
Oh, okay.
about me and Siah, we've actually known each other for about 2 years, I believe. It's been about
Something like
that.
that.
2 years from now. And we've never actually done a YouTube collab before. But, I'll just let
Wait,
Siah
really?
speak. Yeah, like, oh, if you unless
Oh,
you count
okay.
the happy birthday Sorov video that I made with
You know
me,
what? I
you,
count that.
and a couple of other mates. You count that? Okay, that's all right.
Sure, let's count that.
Okay, so let's go over my first subject. Saya, introduce yourself, buddy. Who are you?
Okay. I'm Saya. I am 17. I live in the United States, so if you don't know, I am a dumb American. Um, that's
Okay,
pretty much just the broadest thing I can I can say to mention myself.
okay, all right. Let's talk about your former channel. So, what did you used to do when you had a proper, social status of yourself? What did you used to do?
Well, on the old channel, SM22, I used to do Let's Play content. I was heavily inspired by people like Asteroid Mania videos and Vinny, kind of like in that style of content. And I did that for 3.5 years, just about.
Damn.
Yeah, and I got
Good.
it up to 600 subs too. But I eventually ditched it because it just didn't feel right. Honestly,
Didn't
that's
feel right.
probably all I can say about just why.
Hmm. Are you still making videos in general?
I am actually.
Wanna plug it?
Yes. It's a channel called Siah. I'll send you the link. And just I make content there based on around closest thing you can say to that is like Scott the Woz or Peanut Butter Gamer, kind of like how they do it, like that kind of content. And I really like doing that. It's a lot
I
of
have
fun.
actually never seen those YouTubers, so you might wanna give a little basis of who they are, in case other
Um,
people don't watch those people.
okay. So it's more like about the comedic writing where let's say the video is about a video game.
Okay.
So I talk about the game and I just make jokes and I cut between um, showing gameplay footage and doing little skits and just talking about it in general. It's kind of like a enhanced review of the game, but instead of talking about it in a way where it'll actually let you know if the game is good or not, I talk about the game as from a comedy writer standpoint, to
I
where you
see.
don't really know how serious I am, and I don't really give you that much info about the actual game. It's more of jokes that I can make about it.
So So this is kind of like what Jontron used to do with his
Yes,
old game reviews. Okay, so
yeah,
it's like that. I see what
just
you
like
mean
that.
now. All right, cool. Okay. Um, trying to think of what other things I can ask you with regards to
You said
like
John Trump from the beginning.
oh, do you still edit videos? Like, do you edit videos for other people? Because I know how good of an editor you are.
Um, actually, I haven't been editing videos as of late. For other
Ah,
people, mostly just because my job got in the way, and then just I have a lot of responsibilities that before I was able to just deal with, but then it got to a point where I couldn't handle it, and I had to say I'd take a big step back from editing videos, and I'm not really sure what um the what the situation is, like if I'm going to go back to doing that eventually, or if not, just because I kind of like not
not
having that
having
extra stress
YouTube
in
or
my life.
editing as like a side job. I can understand that to a certain extent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just been it's been a while since I've edited for another person,
Hmm. I see.
and I'm not really sure if I'll go back to it.
Okay. All right. Will you go back to that old Pokemon kind of style with your video with YouTube? Will you ever make SM22 resurrect, if that makes sense?
Um, I've always said like the reason why I kept that channel around instead of deleting it or just switching the type of content was because I wanted it to be more of an archive of
I see.
this was me from when I was 13 to nearly 17. If you want to see what happened
Four
in my
years on
life
YouTube,
between
man.
that, there you go. And then with the new channel, I have that as like this is this type of stuff that I really like to make. This is the type of stuff that I like to put a lot of time into. And I've been saying that if the time ever comes, then I wouldn't mind resurrecting SM22. But it probably won't happen because the reason why I took the step back from it in the first place was because having to in a way put on a persona whenever I would uh make a let's play video, and just because of the demanding nature of that genre, uh I didn't like having to set arbitrary deadlines for myself, and
I
because of
see.
how my work ethic is, I would I would kick myself whenever I didn't meet those deadlines of like 4 videos a week, 5 videos a week even, and it wasn't healthy, and I wasn't really that happy doing it.
I
It was
see. Okay.
it felt more of a chore than something that I wanted to do.
Okay. All right. You know what I think about that, Saya? I think that was a very smart decision. To put aside your kind of what used to be your passion, but then what felt like a chore. I think that was a
Yeah,
very smart play to do. Um, to focus on yourself, because at the end of the day, I'm probably gonna sound some generic what's it called, therapist, I guess, but we're all human and we all have our limits, I
yeah,
guess, and our mental health comes first. I would just like to make that,
yeah.
I would
And
like
at
to
the end of the
normalize
day,
that.
I'm all I
Mental
got.
health is a priority. Yeah, that's all we really got at the end of the day. We're like over halfway through the year, and that's actually what I want to talk about next. Siah, we are almost done with 2020. How do you feel about that?
This year fucking sucks. Just I'll say that from the beginning. Like
Okay,
Jesus, I think that has knocked me down more than anything too. Because if you remember, I I I ended SM22 like right as quarantine was getting into like 2 weeks in, so it was getting to
I
a point
see.
where I was like, shit. I don't have any excuse for doing this 5 days a week, and I still have to go to work every day or every other day.
Mm.
depending on the schedule. And I still have these other responsibilities I have to do, and I still have school, which is now going online, which is somehow more time consuming than being in person.
You
And
know,
I was
school
like, you know
online
what?
is just
This
not for
is
me.
when this is when I need to stop. Otherwise, I'll drive myself crazy. And and you know what? That was the right decision because just by doing the one video every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whenever, even that is like I might have to push it back a little bit
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it's like I don't know. But I really like making the new content that I make, so I don't really mind having
Well,
the
that's good. At least you. I don't
having
think it really matters what content you make, as long as you enjoy it. To be honest.
right. Yeah. And don't think that me taking a step back from Let's Play content is ragging on Let's Play content in general because that's not that's it
I'm a
works for
let's player for
people.
fuck's sake.
Yeah, yeah. If it works for you, it works for you. Honestly, I'm the kind of person where I don't like to come up with commentary on the spot. Like, I can do it, and I'm not that bad at it. But when that's the case, I don't really have a filter, and that's kind of why I avoided collapse for so long. And then when I did, there were some issues because um because I'm not that good at judging what kind of comedy people are willing to take. Right? Like I'll
From
like
the
let's
wise
say
words
I
of
make a joke.
Joker, comedy is subjective.
Exactly. So like if I make a joke, there's a chance that someone could potentially find it offensive. Now, I'm not trying to make it that way, but just because of the context or the subject matter or what it is that I'm trying to go for, like whether it's an insult or something like that, like
Okay.
anyone could take it that way. And in the genre of Let's Play, if you're not doing a collab, then it's by yourself talking, so no one can even check you.
I see. Okay.
So in that case, I was also like, this isn't the genre for me. If I make if I make videos, I need it to be scripted. And that's also why I like doing stand up comedy because if you're in a comedy club, you're expecting not outright offensive, but you're expecting
You expect
um
it to be funny.
yeah, you're expecting jokes that catch you off guard. So you're a little more open to jokes about difficult subjects.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
As opposed to a YouTube video when I could say like, guys, don't worry, everything will be a okay. The coronavirus is our best friend. You're like, fucking what?
You know that little comedy scenario that we were just talking about. Do you know someone called Chris Butterfield or whatever his name is?
Chris Butterfield?
I think that's his name. I might have butchered up the first name, but his last name is definitely Butterfield. I'll just quickly look it up on YouTube. Um,
I have not heard of that guy.
Let me just quickly looking up. Yo, can you stop lagging for fuck's sake?
Trust me, if his name is Butterfield and I had
Oh,
heard it before, I would
okay,
remember.
okay. His name is not Chris. His name is Isaac. His name is Isaac Butterfield. Okay, well, regardless. Okay, so you
Yeah,
don't know who he
Butter.
is. Okay. Well, apparently quite recently, okay, first of all, if any, Isaac Butterfield fans watch this, I just want to make a quick disclaimer. I'm not trying to throw shade at the motherfucker, okay? He's hilarious. At least in my opinion. You
Right.
can think whatever you want. But anyway, what I was about to say, apparently he did, a, comedy stand-up show, about a week and a half ago, where he, made some offensive, Muslim joke. Now, obviously, well, not really offensive, more so dark comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess that's the best way I can put it. Now, a lot of my friends online, at least on Instagram, follow me at the Pokemon Kage. They're mainly Muslim, and I wouldn't blame them if they would get upset. And like you said earlier, there will be some people who take jokes rather offensively, but that's the thing. It's it really depends on what kind of humor you use in whatever
Right.
context. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
this is something
personally, to
I.
me, uh, I think you can turn nearly anything into a joke. If as long as you are not intentionally pushing like white supremacy or misogyny or whatever, then you're good. like just
Yeah,
your
pretty
joke
much.
can be can be uh like just about like whatever. Like for example, if I were to make a joke towards uh
Feminists.
even someone like what?
Feminists. That's what
like you can make as you can make as many jokes like dogging Jesus as much as you want, but as long as you're not outright saying that like, dude, fuck him, then you're
Oh
good.
my. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Because it's less about what you're saying and more about how outlandish you could possibly get without being offensive. I feel like
Yeah.
that's good comedy, in my
I
opinion.
guess
Like
it's
I said,
also your
it's
tone as
subjective.
well, like how you say it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. I think we're gonna move on to this. We're still on topic number one, by the way. Basically. Oh my god. Oh fuck! I messed up a thing in my notes. This is bad. Shit.
Don't worry, I always mess up things in my notes.
Okay, I got it. I got it back. Never mind. There was an undo feature. Anyway, so we're still on the topic number one. Who is Siah? We never talked about your likes and dislikes. Do you have like any hobbies that you still do nowadays?
Um, Hobbies. I like to write. I feel like
Okay.
I'm an okay writer. I like to go for walks and jogs. I'm not that fast, but it's more of a it's more of I do that to give myself like 20 or 30 minutes at a time of just this is what I'm doing. There's no stresses, no responsibilities. That can all I can
You're
deal
just
with that
letting
when
your
I get
mind
home.
go free, just out there.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, makes sense. Makes
Like
sense.
there I can be in the moment. And Jesus, I don't do anything. Goddamn.
Do
I
you,
don't really do much.
are you
But
just are you just online a lot on Twitter?
kind of actually. I just go
All
on
right.
Twitter and Instagram a lot.
Yeah. Instagram, I'm
And
not gonna lie, I need to follow, not follow, unfollow like a couple of shit posters because sometimes the thing that they can post is either just not either really, it's just plain out cringe. To be honest.
yeah, and some of it's nasty.
Mm.
Yeah. Is this weird? Just on the subject of Instagram. I
Okay, go on.
follow a lot of celebrities on Twitter. I do not follow any of them on Instagram whatsoever. Is that
Okay,
weird?
I'll say yes and no. Like the reason why I say yes, I guess the only thing I can come up with is you follow them on Twitter. Why not follow them on Instagram? But I think the reason why I say no as well, no, it's not weird, is because some of the Instagram celebrities are a dick, b overexposure of their lives. I think that's the best way I
Yeah.
can put it, and that's really all I can think of, to be honest.
Yeah.
But why?
My
Okay,
like
or
my thinking is I follow you on Twitter because I care about what you have to say, but I don't follow you on Instagram because I don't give a shit about what you look like or about what your life is going on.
yeah, like no one needs to know that you're drinking a water bottle at 3:04 a.m. You know,
Yeah, but who's drinking a water bottle at 3:04 a.m.?
me.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
these
me
hot
too.
in these hot weathers, you gotta stay hydrated, my boy, even at night.
Yep, yep. Mm-hmm. Obviously, don't you guys have your early morning water bottle session that takes place at exactly 3:04 a.m.? Not 3 o'clock, not 3:05, 3:04. If you're not asleep
3:04.
by 3:05, then too bad. Sucks to be you.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Ah. Okay. Um. Do you have any goals by the end of 2020? I bet one of
I
them is to
do
stay
have. I
alive.
do have some goals actually. So the first goal is I want to get the Siah channel to 100 subs.
Ah.
Hopefully, I can do that.
Okay. All right.
The second goal is I'm going to be applying for colleges
Ooh.
in 2 months on November 1st.
Oh
And
damn.
in America, college is like what your university is, to where it's like you go away for 4 years and then you get a bachelor's degree, and if they really screwed you over, they give you a degree in theater arts, and you're like, wow, this all you gave me is a piece of paper, and
That's really all you go for college, really. To be honest, just a piece of
yeah,
paper with officials
yeah,
on them.
yeah. So I'm gonna be applying for colleges then, in November. So I hope that goes smoothly. That's a goal. And
Okay.
also, I hope that I don't catch COVID, because if I did, that would
Ah.
suck.
Okay. Do you mind if I go a little personal with COVID? Um. Okay. Does your I'm saying this like what's the right word for this? I'm trying to be humble, is what I'm trying to say. Does your family members have COVID uh cases?
Um, I know that I've had a few family members who have had COVID, not like immediate,
Ah.
but
Oh, not
but like
immediate. Okay.
extended,
Ooh.
but like extended,
Damn.
I had a cousin, a family friend, and another like my dad's aunt or something like that. None of them
I
died.
see.
They're all good.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But like
Uh,
they told me uh what they were feeling during it. And I was like, Jesus, you guys got fucked up.
damn. Damn. You're in my prayers, man. Don't worry. I wish the
Yeah.
best for your family. God bless.
Dude, same for you, man.
Yeah.
What about
Jazakallah
you?
khair. No, none of my. I might know like one auntie I think has COVID. I don't know if she's dead or alive. Hope to God that she's still alive because she's well, it's not that I'm actually close to her. I just know her because my mom knows her. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But just because I'm not that really close to her doesn't mean I should wish the worst for her. Like obviously,
Right. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, other than her though, none of my family members have got COVID
That's
cases.
good.
Alhamdulillah. Hmm.
That's good. Yeah. And
Okay.
last week my school went back in session, but online.
Ah.
So I'm doing my senior year of high school. And one of my teachers actually is getting over COVID right now.
Oh wow.
And yeah, and he's in his late 30s and he's pretty physically fit. And he was telling me that
Dang.
uh that it was like one of the worst sicknesses that he's gone through.
Oh wow.
And I was like, "Damn, dude, you're in good shape too." So I don't know if it was like how
I
would it
guess
be if
that just
someone
goes
was
to shows. Sorry, I didn't mean to
already
cut you off.
weak, or I don't know. You know,
I
like
guess
just
that
it scares me a lot. You know, not to get it, because if I get it, I think I'll survive. The idea would be
you're pretty young.
I'd
I
be
think you
really
will
scared,
survive.
I'd be really scared if someone in my immediate family got it and I had to watch them go through it, but from a
Uh
distance.
that I think that would just cause PTSD. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, because it's not like if one of your family members has, God forbid, like cancer, where yeah, it's terrible, but at least you can be with them the whole time.
Yeah.
Like even during their treatments and stuff, you can go there and hold their hand and just be there with them. With COVID,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily the case. You can't do that.
Because COVID, you could perish whenever.
Right.
Mm. Yeah. I hope you and your family stay safe and stay
Yeah.
alive
Thank
throughout the
you,
rest of the
man. I
year
appreciate it.
and in future. Yeah. Jazakallah khair, man. Appreciate it. How's your summer been?
I worked a lot. I didn't sleep much. and,
Same man. I've
I
been
was
pulling all
just
nighters left and right. I'll be honest.
I just spent the majority of that time in a weird limbo, because my school was constantly going back and forth, like no, we're going online. No, we're going in person. Ah! And I was like,
My
I
college
was
does
like, dude,
both.
make up your mind.
My college does both. You can either go in person or go online.
I was like, geez. And they eventually settled on they settled on we'll do a hybrid. We'll have 3 days online and 2 days in person, but like 50% capacity. So like I go to school Monday, Wednesday, someone else goes to school Tuesday, Thursday, some other kid goes to school Wednesday, Friday, something like that. And
Okay.
then last week when we were all like, okay, we'll do the hybrid, fine, whatever. It's better than sitting there on our asses and doing nothing. Then last minute they were like, oh no, we're going fully online. We were like, what? You could have told us that a few weeks ago.
School is just dumb, man. Let's just keep it at that. School is just dumb.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how am
And
I? Actually, no. You finish.
and I don't know if you saw on Twitter, there was this picture of a Georgia high school.
Okay.
Uh and this school was packed. And nobody was wearing a mask, no one was social distancing or anything. I was like,
Uh,
dude, and I don't get it either. Because
SM22.
their excuse was, no, 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 we can't enforce a mask policy. But I was like, yes,
You're
you
supposed
can.
to.
I was like, yes, you can. And I know this because private schools have a policy of you have to always wear your uniform. Most public schools have the policy of you have to be wearing clothes. You can't go to school naked. Are you
Yeah.
telling me that you can't do anything if someone goes to school naked?
I'm. Yeah.
That's the logic
If a
that they're
school
going
can
with. They're like, you can't
enforce,
force people to wear their mask.
okay, all right. I was gonna say, if a school can enforce like an entire uniform and I guess like you know what like they if your schools have like a card like a badge to represent what school you go to. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Uh, yeah,
Yeah, if
yeah,
if
like
your
a
schools
pin or
can
something.
enforce that and a uniform or like some sort of attire, then I'm sure you can fit in like a cloth around your face. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, here's what I'm thinking. If schools can force you to wear shoes, then they can force you to wear masks. Like, are you
Yeah,
telling me that
exactly.
that if a student goes to school and and you notice that the kid's just not wearing any shoes, that you're gonna be like, oh, we're fucked. We can't do anything.
I
It's
think
like,
the
yes, you
best
can,
rebellion. I think the best rebellion for that would be to just wear hoodies.
right?
You know those memes where it's like, oh, someone's bullying you. I can't be asked about that. Oh, someone's wearing a hoodie.
Dude, I even said, look, if y'all can't force a mask policy, one of these days, I'll just go to school and then I'll like strip at school and I'll say, ha, you're fucked. You can't do anything.
And you can't touch a child because I'm underage. Or something like
Yes.
that. All right.
Yeah,
All this talk
it'll be
about
so.
school and you having a job kind of like gives me a little bit of a flashback. I don't know if I talked about this in the first episode of the Rebel podcast, but I'm kind of a quote unquote dropout. I want to explain that in
Oh,
right now.
cool.
Uh, what's cool about that, man?
Because I don't know. Fuck school, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck school, but at the same time, hearing other people talk about school, I'm just like, man, y'all have a future and I don't. But basically, how it all began is I kind of got ever since quarantine started, ever since this whole lockdown pandemic happened, I kind of got fed up with schools kind of just spamming homework left and right in my like emails, and I'm just like, we're going through this shit and you're still giving us homework. Like, I can understand you don't want our brain cells to rot and everything. Y'all want us to have an education. You know, we chose the school at the end of the day, or at least I chose my school. I got the grades for it and whatnot, but yeah, just the fact that we're still getting work during this pandemic, I kind of think it's pretty
Right,
stupid because, like, let me
right.
give you a scenario, all right? Like, just like as you said earlier, with how you can be with someone with with like how do I say this? You can be with a relative who's got COVID. Like you can like be there for them as long as you can. Like at least until COVID runs out. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, let's say you're in a family, right? And one of your like immediate family members gets positive for corona, and you're still a student. Imagine you have to
Right.
like go through your school studies while also knowing that you may lose your beloved eventually.
Right.
Like like obviously I'm not in that position, but imagine if people were in that position and schools are just still
Right.
giving you homework like that. Like I just thought that was stupid. So I never did any of the work, and every time my parents, specifically my mother, I'm not gonna call out on her. Or I guess this kind of calling out her. But anyway, ever since I got like every time I kept getting reminded of it, it kind of fucked me up mentally because I didn't want to tell them I didn't want to do any work. I didn't want to do shit with the school anymore. Um,
Right.
it kind of mentally fucked me up a little bit. Not really a little bit, actually a lot. And so my dad was there. He came to support me. He said, "Look, if you want to drop out of sixth form, you can do so. I won't hold it against you. I don't blame you that you're going through this." And and he was pretty supportive of that. He phoned the sixth form, and yeah. So now I don't know if I'm gonna go back to college in September. I've been trying to find jobs and apprenticeships every now and then. I've applied to one
Mhm.
apprenticeship and that failed. I'm still gonna keep looking. Inshallah that I get accepted. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about that.
Mm. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I agree with your thinking. Yeah. My school actually had it be where they still gave you work, but the work was optional as long as your grade was good enough. They pretty much they
Ah.
said your grade from the previous reports, if it was like an A or even a B, you're good. You don't got to do anything. It's all
Mm.
optional. We'll still give it, but if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But
Ah.
they were
Mine
like,
wasn't like that.
if you had a D or a C or an F, you're doing the work. I was like, that makes sense because um because obviously with if you don't have a good grade, you have to get it up somehow. If you already
Mm.
have the good grade, then there's no point, especially since a lot of the students had internet troubles, so it was more complicated than it needed
Yeah.
to be to get it all situated.
I
This
see. I see.
this new year, they're not doing that. They're like, no, fuck you. So you're still doing the work.
Oh my god.
But at least it's better now than it was in March and April when we had no clue what was happening.
Yeah.
Whereas
Pretty
now,
much.
we're kind of used to it. We're like, it's part of life.
Yeah.
Like I could walk down the street and see Corona, and I'd be like, "Hey, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a minute." And they're like, "Yeah, it's been a minute."
Damn. Mm.
I know.
Okay.
And I'll say, "Hey, I saw you on the news this morning, and yesterday, and the day before, and the day
Every day.
before." They're like, "Yeah,
Every
thank you. I'm a
day.
celebrity."
Every day of 2020 is like, alright, status report. What's going on around the world?
Right, dude. Every day something goes wrong.
Pretty much.
Like, did you hear about that explosion in Lebanon
Yeah, I was
a
just about
few
to
days
mention
ago?
that.
Like
Yeah.
last week?
What the hell, man?
Dude, that was fucking crazy.
Jeez. How did that even start? Do you know?
Um, well, it depends on who you listen to. If you listen to, if you listen to the experts, they said it was a warehouse full of firecrackers that or fireworks that the Lebanese government was supposed to get rid of, but they didn't. I guess out of like laziness or whatever, and it caught
Okay.
fire and it exploded. If
Ah.
you listen to the U.S. president, who was not involved in it at all, he was like, "No, it was a terrorist attack, kind of a little bit."
I feel like that's like every cover up with regards to an explosion. Oh, it was a
Right?
terrorist attack.
But like, dude, nuh-uh. Honestly,
For the
I believe the fireworks story.
experts.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Cause like, who would want
But
to attack?
but then
What's the country called again? Like, say it again.
Lebanon or
Le-
the city was Beirut.
Lebanon. Lebanon. I don't know if I spelled it right
Lebanon,
on
yeah.
Google.
It's in like the Middle East, I think.
How do you spell it?
Lebanon.
Leban. Oh, Lebanon. I've been saying it differently. Ah, I
Hmm.
see. Whole
Yeah. Like,
Lebanon government resigns
mhm.
after that blast killed more than 200 people. Yeesh.
Yeah. Like I thought if you're gonna I didn't think it was a terrorist attack because I thought if you if you attacked a city, you don't attack the harbor.
For no
You would
reason.
attack like the middle of the city.
Yeah.
Like the only reason why the explosion killed a lot of people is because it was huge,
Yeah.
but it was kind of in the corner of the city. If it was in the middle, a lot more people would have been hurt.
A lot more people would have died, yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
but still, it was crazy.
Mm.
Like there were journalists or not journalists, but people who were filming it because it started out as a fire, and people were filming the fire, and then it exploded, and those same people filming were like thrown back. I was like, damn.
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of film like people, like journalists or news reporters, I guess, they're kind of stupid because if you see something like that in like in the moment, and you don't do something that could have like prevented it, then like what's the point of filming? Like I guess I don't know really
Right.
know how to word it,
Yeah.
but you couldn't have done something about it if that makes sense.
Right. You could have called someone to go
Hmm.
and because if it started out as a fire, like personally, I don't know about you, but if
It's
I see
pretty
a
easy to
fire,
put out a fire.
like if I see a fire, the first thing I do is call someone who can put out the fire, and then I'll film the fire. I don't film it first. And I'll say, I'll just show this to the authorities. I, I don't know.
Journalists, I feel like are the real clout chasers. Changed my mind. Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna add a topic for the podcast, that being Twitter drama, but I don't really know how to talk about that because I'm not really one who like talks about drama. Um, so I mean, if you want, we could talk about that. I don't know if I don't really have much drama topics with regards to Twitter, other than the whole Pokemon getting a boyfriend or whatever. Have you heard about that?
Barack Obama? Yeah.
No, not that. I don't even
Oh.
know if you heard. I don't even know if you heard me the first time. I was saying I was gonna include Twitter drama in this podcast, but I don't really have
Yeah.
any Twitter drama subjects, other than Pokemon getting a boyfriend. But that's really the
Yeah,
only
I
thing I
heard
know.
about that. But the picture
Yeah.
she put was of Barack Obama. And I'm gonna
Oh.
be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even swing that way. But I would not say no to Barack Obama because it's Barack Obama.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. See?
Oh man. Do you have any Twitter news that we can talk about?
I do. This is the most important piece of news from Twitter that you will ever hear. You ready for this?
Okay, I'm ready.
At Siah22YT. Follow me.
I saw that coming a mile away. All right, follow this motherfucker. All right. Oh god. Yeah, no, I saw that
Hey,
coming a
and
mile away.
follow me on Instagram too if you don't. It's the same thing,
I
but
actually didn't know
Twitter
you had an
is
Instagram.
Siah22YT and Instagram is SiahYT22. See? You
Ooh.
gotta think about that.
What a difference.
I know, it's a huge difference. It's an important
Okay.
difference. It's a difference I didn't want to make. But for some reason, Siah22YT was somehow taken. What the
Wow.
fuck? How is that taken?
You're not the. This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
Yep. You know, I feel
Okay.
like people get a lot more, not creative, but a lot more stupid with their Instagram ads than they do their Twitter ads.
I just keep mine like the same with regards to like socials. Like, I think my name, the Pokemon Kage, is already original enough. Like, I've never seen anyone take that
Yeah,
name before, so I was like, all right, I'm the first one. Done.
yeah.
I don't know if
But
there's gonna
like,
be a. Oh, sorry, go on.
but but like my friends that have both Twitter and Instagram, their handles are very different on both. Like the Twitter one is just their name or something
I
about
see.
them, you know, like a peanut lover, you know. But on Instagram,
Sounds very generic.
it's more like peanut XO3458 the soul or something like that. I'm like
Why do people
Jesus,
still do that? What does the XO mean?
I don't know, but just people get weird in their Instagram ads. And also, this is weird, but it bugs me. It bothers me to no end that you cannot have capital letters in your Instagram ad.
I I think the same does the same go for Twitter as well? I don't know.
No, with Twitter you can have capital
Oh
letters,
yeah.
but
Twitter you can do it, but with
but
Instagram
but when
it's
you search
stupid.
up
Yeah.
someone's Twitter ad, it's not case sensitive. So whether it's capital or not, you'll still find it.
Ugh.
And I'm
Yada
just like,
yada.
because
Mm. By the way, I don't know if you've
it's
been
like,
noticing throughout this podcast, I've been like stretching my arm a lot. Basically, I have like a fan right next to me. I've just been feeling the the coldness of it.
oh yeah, yeah, me too.
You have a fan next to you as
I
well?
have a fan. No,
Oh wow.
I have a fan, like an aficionado over here.
Ah, sick.
No, I don't
I
mean
would.
like a fan, like a fan. I mean like, like a fan. Like I got a group of fans together. A group of
Okay.
Siah fans.
Oh my god. By any chance are they corpses?
What? No. Well, okay, okay. One of them is.
Oh. Oh my god, where's he
He's
gone?
my biggest fan.
Hi, Luigi. Oh my god, his eyes! What the fuck? Oh
Yeah.
my god, was that handmade or did you buy that? Oh, it might have been both. I don't know.
Um, it was handmade actually by
Oh,
someone else, and I bought it.
oh my god. Oh, that is like the creepiest. Hold on. Show that Luigi again.
No,
Show that Luigi again.
that's not the
I'm
creepiest
putting.
thing you've ever seen.
No. Put that
This
Luigi
is.
again. Okay, get them both in. That's gonna be the thumbnail. Okay, hold on. Get them both in. Okay. Okay, I got a decent pick, I think. Hold on. Let me close my sticky notes. Where the fuck did the screenshot go? Oh, there it is. Okay.
See,
Not a memeish enough face. You gotta make a memeish face, I guess. That's the only way I can put it. Okay, that works. Okay. Hold still. I'm taking that. I got it. Okay, I'm gonna have to pick between those three. All right. So that's the thumbnail for you folks. Oh my
You
god.
can do whatever you want with those.
Alright, bet. Okay. So what were we talking about?
I
Like
have no idea.
before I brought up the fans.
Twitter
Okay.
and Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, we're talking about Instagram. Oh yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
mention.
plug it.
You know how like back in the day people used to make like their Xbox chat names just XX underscore and then their name or whatever. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what was that about?
I don't know. At first, I thought it was a universal thing, like, oh, Xbox. So your name is like
Has to
X
have an X in
underscore
it.
and then whatever name you chose. But that's not the case. It's not. It's not forced to be like that. People just make their name XX underscore then whatever.
Hmm.
I was like,
Have you?
why?
Oh shit. Have you ever? How many consoles have you owned, like in total?
Um,
Because we're talking about Xbox over here.
I have. I have an NES.
Okay.
I have
All right.
the
Classic.
I have the old PS2, an Xbox 360. Those three I don't really use. I have a GameCube that I like to play with sometimes. I have a
I
Wii,
see.
Wii U, and a Switch.
Ah.
And that's my console library.
Ah. I don't really have any consoles other than, well, PC's not really a console, but the consoles that I used to own were the GameCube, the PS2, a Nintendo DSi, a
Oh yeah,
3DS.
I have the DSs and stuff too.
Oh, okay, cool. Uh, and a Nintendo Wii. Those were like the only handheld or home consoles that I've ever owned. Nowadays I just use the
Mm-hmm.
PC.
And
Um,
this.
hold on, what's that? Oh, is that like a? I don't know.
This is
What
not
that?
a GBA.
Yeah, I wasn't really gonna say that. I know what that is, but I
It's
can't
it
really say it.
is it's called a Leapster. I had this when I was a kid, and then I found it on eBay recently, and I was like, I want this.
It looks so
Um,
familiar.
it, it,
It looks so
it's
familiar
a it's
to.
a it's a console for kids, for like little
Yeah,
kids, like five
I
five
know
year
what
old.
I know what you mean. I remember like not owning it, but I've known relatives who like used to own something very similar to that. I think it was called Kitty Zooms or whatever it is. I don't know if that was like a
Hmm.
thing in America, but it was basically that
I've heard
what
of
he
that.
showed.
Yeah,
Oh, you've heard of Kitty Zooms?
yeah.
I see.
I never
All
had
right.
one, but I remember.
Yeah,
I
neither have
think
I.
I've heard the name.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
All
not
right.
sure if it's an American thing or not. The I know the Leapster's an American thing. I don't think the Leapster really caught
For
wind in
all we know,
Europe.
it could come from the Corona No No place, if you know what I mean. uh, no, that wasn't funny. No. Okay.
No, I don't get it.
The Corona No No place, made in China.
Oh, okay. Yep. Literally
Okay.
everything was made in China. Like you can lie to me and say, "Hey, Siah, you were made in China," and I'd say, "Yeah, you're probably right."
Could you imagine if you checked ancestry.com and you were like 2% Chinese?
Dude, I would say, "Who the fuck was China? Which one of my family members fucked a Chinese person? I am not Chinese at all."
Oh my god. Not gonna lie, I feel like from a view, from like a distance, you would look Chinese. I'm not trying to like be offensive when I say that, but
Dude, the closest I will ever get to Chinese is having a Chinese girlfriend. That's as close as I'll ever be.
uh, they do be kind of good looking though. I can't deny that.
Yeah, I can't deny that
Have you
either.
seen the
But
woman
still,
from Karate Kid?
which Karate Kid? The good
The one
one
that's
or the new one?
the one that starred Jaden Smith.
Ah, yeah, I
Well,
remember.
hey, you don't remember that? Let me
Yeah, I
show you.
remember that. I remember that movie where all the Chinese people, for some reason, speak English perfectly. Yeah,
Well, a couple, not everyone, not all.
nearly everybody speaks Chinese. Speak, nearly every Chinese person in that movie speaks English perfectly, and Jaden Smith
I
never
wouldn't really say
learned
everyone.
Chinese.
Like,
Hmm.
Mr. Han, Jackie
But
Chan, he said it. A couple of people in the hotel spoke English. Um,
mhm. like at the school that Jaden Smith goes to in the movie, they
yeah.
teach classes in English.
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think
Oh,
so.
damn.
One of the teachers spoke English.
Wow. Hmm. Okay. Well, what were
I'm
you
like,
saying
dude,
about the?
why?
Okay. Well, which like good Karate Kid were you referring to before I said it?
The old one from the 80s or the
Well, with like
70s or whenever.
Daniel-san or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I've only seen the second one. At least I think I've seen the second one. Hold on. Let me quickly
Yeah,
look
the
this
second
up.
one's good. The second one is when the old man fucking punches the bad guy into a truck, and that's pretty cool.
Ah. Well, in that case, that might not be the second one. Then that might be the first one. It was like the
Yeah.
first one where, he goes back to his home country and he wants to fight his brother or whatever, or at least his brother wants to fight him. Do you know which one I'm talking about? I don't
I've
know. I don't
never
remember
seen
which one
that.
that was. You've never seen that one. Ah, well.
No,
Um. Hold on.
or at least I don't remember.
Hmm.
I don't think I have. That's a weird
Okay.
thought.
Basically,
Also,
it
honestly,
was over a woman, I think. But all right, go on.
also, I'm gonna be kind of embarrassed about this. I thought the original Karate Kid took place in America.
Ah, okay. Hmm.
I thought it took place in
I don't,
America for a
I don't
second.
know if I can blame you with that or not, because I really didn't care where movies took place, to be quite honest.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm. What's your favorite movie? Let's talk about that.
my favorite. I have two. One is
Ooh.
for actually this movie is the best movie ever, and the other one's for nostalgia. For
Okay.
nostalgia, the Goofy movie from 1995. If you
Never
remember that
watched that.
movie,
I've never watched
no.
that.
You-
Nope.
if you ever get a chance, you have to see it on like Disney Plus or whatever, because
Okay.
it's about Goofy from like Mickey Mouse and everything, and he
No
has his
shit.
son. Yeah, his son's named Max, and Max is a teenager in the movie.
Okay.
Max has no mother. They don't explain that either. But
Hmm.
Max gets in trouble at school, and Goofy is like, "Well, my son is kind of slipping away from me a bit because he's growing up, he's doing his thing." So he takes Max on a road trip, and the whole movie is about them getting like learning to coexist uh, together because they'd been having problems or whatever
I see.
through the
I
road
see.
trip. And the soundtrack is great, and it makes me very happy because that was my childhood movie as a kid.
Hmm. Okay.
But if you
So what
watch
was?
it, skip the first 2 minutes. The first 2 minutes of that movie are fucking traumatic.
Wow. Hmm.
Yeah,
So all right. So nostalgia aside, what would you say is the best movie or your favorite or whatever?
Spider-Man 2 starring Tobey Maguire. Yes,
Ah. Okay. All right. Good choice, if I do say so myself.
fucking love
Hmm.
that movie. It's
Yeah, I do not
awesome.
blame you in the slightest. Who's your favorite Spider-Man actor? Since you just referred to it,
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Um.
I feel like yeah, he hit the nerdiness of Peter Parker
Of
very
Peter
well.
Parker.
And
Yeah.
even though his Spider-Man wasn't as funny as as
Tom Holland.
Tom
Or
Holland did, it was still fine. It made sense
yeah.
for for the time because you needed like a more serious kind of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
And like this isn't to rag on Andrew Garfield or Toby or not Toby or Tom Holland. I think they both of them did a good job as Spider-Man in their own different ways.
Yeah. A lot of
But
people
just
like to throw a lot of shade when it comes to Andrew Garfield. I think when it comes to like Andrew Garfield, I don't. He's definitely not the best Spider-Man, not in my opinion at least. But he definitely
I
was a
feel like
good one.
out of the three Spider-Men overall, like in their acting careers, he
Yeah.
is the best actor
Who
out of the
Andrew
three.
Garfield.
Yeah, like
Okay.
he has
I think I can agree
like
with that.
other than Spider-Man aside, like just taking their other roles and stuff, he's the best actor out of
Yeah.
the bunch.
Okay.
But
I
I
think I
feel like
can agree with
the,
that.
the problem with his Spider-Man was less his performance and more the screenplay that was given to him. Because I think
Hmm.
he did an okay job as Spider-Man. As Peter
Yeah.
Parker, he was kind of a little too cool, but
Yeah.
but it was but
Skateboard,
you could you
basketball,
could kind of
slamming
get
looking
over that.
ass.
Yeah, like his Spider-Man was pretty. His Spider-Man was all right.
Yeah.
The only problem was that in the movies, Peter's like a douche the whole time.
Mm. Yeah. Kinda, I guess.
And that's just because of writing.
In the
And
Amazing
then with
Spider-Man
Tom
2.
Holland,
No, sorry, go on.
with Tom Holland, it's it's nice to go back to a Spider-Man that feels like a kid, as opposed to someone who has gone through quite a lot. But like Spider-Man is the kid who's gone through a lot,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like for example, with the Tom Holland Spider-Mans in Homecoming and Far From Home and the other ones he's been in, do they
Mhm.
mention Uncle Ben more than once?
I don't think so. Nah.
But like he's 15. Uncle Ben's death is still supposed to be fresh.
Yeah.
Still supposed to be an open wound, but they don't mention it at all. And I'm like, Jesus, that's what the Tobey Maguire movies were all built around.
Yeah.
All three of them mention Uncle Ben in great detail.
Yeah. I guess like the closest thing I can think of that, because you know how Uncle Ben's motto was, "With great power is great responsibility." Um,
Right.
Tom or Peter in the Captain America Civil War movie, Peter was like, "If you can do the things I do, but then don't, and then the bad things happen, they happen because of you," which is pretty much with great power comes great responsibility in a nutshell.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, a little more complicated, but yeah,
But it makes
that's pretty much
sense.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but still, it's like it's not. That's not what Peter doesn't come up with that. It's supposed to be Uncle Ben who comes up with that.
Yeah.
But Peter just doesn't cite a source when he says it.
Pretty much.
Like, man, you have to put the correct citations, otherwise it's plagiarism.
I guess the only like from Marvel's perspective, I guess the only thing I can think of is why they didn't include Uncle Ben is because a lot of fans already know about that. I don't think it's necessary to include it. I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
that's really the only thing I can think of.
Like that makes sense. I'm not saying you need to show Uncle Ben's death again. I'm just saying a huge part of Peter's character is that the death affects him a lot. So it's
Yeah,
supposed to be, although like it's cool if you don't show the death, at least talk about it.
yeah. Because the thing with Uncle Ben's death, it's meant to because of who Spider-Man is. He's been solving and defeating all these like crime gangs and bad guys like Doc Ock, Scorpio, or Scorpion, or whatever. He does this to make up this one mistake about his Uncle Ben's death.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he does all that to make up for it. But with this one, Peter doesn't really have that much of a motivation
Yeah, he just does it just because I guess. I
because
mean,
he does it because it's the right thing to do. But like we all know, you wouldn't do that.
yeah,
It's too much
anybody could do
trouble to be
that.
the right
Eh,
thing to do.
Yeah, anybody could really do that.
Right? Yeah. I don't
Okay,
know,
all right.
but mhm. Is there anything else
Uh,
that you want to bring up? Any other topics?
Yeah, actually, oh my god, it's been 57 minutes. Usually, like around the 1 hour mark, we kind of ended there. But yeah, I've got two topics left. Or at
All
least two
right.
topics that I want to bring up. There are mini games. I talked about this about
All right.
these mini games on Twitter. Um, so the two mini games I've got are the Pokemon Cries mini games and the Pokemon Ability
Uh-oh.
Quiz. I don't know if
Okay.
I asked this guy on Twitter. I don't know if Pokemon is still like fresh in his memory. I don't know if he still remembers and like
I
much about
forgot.
it.
I was. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. The cries. I have no idea about cries or anything.
Are you
Abilities. I think I got that down.
okay? We'll start with abilities first. All right then. Just to make things easier. All right. So I'm gonna go on PokemonDB.net. I think you should as well, or like just any website with because how it works is we read off Pokemon ability entries, and we guess what the ability is called, and bonus points if you can guess which Pokemon or Pokemons really like get the ability. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right.
Um,
Where
and
do I find it?
because you're my guest, I think you should start me off. Like try to quiz me and
All
see
right.
if I get any abilities right. All right. Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
Stop.
Is someone
Yes.
there?
I'll go over there. Yes. Sorry. Someone was bothering me. Okay.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So here. Okay. I
All right.
got a.
Don't make it
Ah.
obvious.
Okay. Raises attack when hit by a dark type move.
Justified.
Damn it. That's right.
Okay, I got that immediately. All right. Wow. All right. hold on. Pokemon DB
I
abilities.
don't know any of the Gen 8 new ones.
Do you know any of the Gen 8 abilities?
Not really, honestly.
Ah, okay. Alright.
I still
Okay.
haven't played 42, actually.
Mm. I
I
think,
haven't, but
okay. Crap. Okay. The Pokemon is protected against critical hits.
Pokemon protect against critical hits. Battle armor.
Okay. Bonus points if you can guess who gets that. No cheating. I see your mouse over there, or your hand over your mouse.
I want to say Kingler. Does
Kingler.
Kingler get it?
I think you might get like a similar one, which is shell armor, but I'll give you that one. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
I couldn't really think
Okay.
of like what we'd win. The only thing I could think of is the winner gets Discord Nitro, but I have the fear, but I always have the fear of losing when it comes to minigames. So, yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let me ask. Let
All right.
me quiz you in a bit, or like you quiz me. Sorry.
Okay.
There's like 10 rounds of this, by the way. So we did 2. So.
Boost the power of aura and pulse moves.
Oh fuck!
Which is from
I
Gen
know.
6.
I know it's from Gen 6. I know what you're talking about. Oh fuck! I know what it's called. I know which one you're talking about, and I know who gets it too. It's Kloitzer. Kloitzer gets this.
No, he's not the only one.
Kloitzer's not the only one. Fuck. Can you give me a hint
What?
of what it starts with? Like what the letter it
M.
starts with? M. Ah fuck! I might have
Two
been a
words.
bit.
It's 2 words.
Is it called Mega Launcher?
Yeah, it is. Damn it.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
and Mega Blastoise gets it too. So.
Mega Blastoise. Alright, makes sense. Okay. I guess we can talk about the opposite. We can say abilities and what's their description. All right. I think we'll do that afterwards though,
Right.
like just a little bit after.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna have to leave in like 15 minutes because class is gonna start for me soon.
Oh, that's fine. No worries. Like we usually finish off the podcast around here anyway. Okay.
All right.
Boost the attack stat below his accuracy. What ability is that?
Hustle.
Okay. Bonus points on who gets it.
I know Darumaka gets it.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
And I'm not sure who else, but I know Darumaka gets it.
All right.
For sure.
Okay. All right.
Yay! Alright.
Very nice. I'm actually surprised that you still know this. Okay. Give me. Alright, we'll do the opposite. Say an ability and I'll try to guess like what the description is.
Okay. This one is has to be something that you're not gonna get.
Come on, man. I'm called the Pokemon Kage for a reason. I have to maintain that status.
Oh, true. Um. Hmm. Klutz. What does Klutz do?
Klutz. Okay, that's an easy one. I know this. It's where Pokemon can't use held items, right?
Yep.
I think. Yeah, and I think. And are you gonna give me bonus points to who gets it, or?
Sure. Who gets it?
Okay. I think. What the hell's his name? Golurk. Golurk gets it, and the Golurk line basically they get it.
Yeah, they get it.
Okay.
And then the Stuffle line also gets it.
Stuffle-line? Really? Oh wow. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What does I saw one earlier, I don't think you'll get this. What does battery do? There's an ability called battery. What does that do? Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Hold on, wait. Battery.
I'll give you oh, it was introduced in Gen 7. That might have been too vague. I don't know.
Um.
I don't know if you've actually played Ultra Sun or whatever, or Sun and Moon. There is
I'm gonna guess.
one.
Does it raise your special attack?
You're close. You're very close, but not quite.
Does it just raise the power of special moves in general?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, powers up allies' Pokemon special moves. You got it. And
Yay!
only one Pokemon gets it. Do you want to guess?
If you said Gen 7, I'm gonna guess it's like Vikavolt, right?
Go on evolution back.
The Charjabug.
Yeah, there you go. Very nice. Whoa! Back the fuck up!
Yeah.
Back the fuck up! I don't know what you got there.
Dude,
Back the
Dude, we're
fuck
social
up.
distanced by a couple thousand miles. I think we'll be fine.
I ain't taking any chances, bro.
No, that's true.
Hold on.
Maybe it'll go through the phone and out the other end.
Here, have a mask.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Are you gonna have that on for the rest of the call? Nope. All right.
Nope.
Okay. All right, your turn. I think. It's been like 6 rounds.
Okay.
Already, so.
What does Cheek Pouch do?
Cheek pouch. Oh fuck.
Come on, you
Oh my god,
Kage.
I've never heard of this. I've never actually heard of this. Oh my god. Cheek pouch. I'm guessing okay. Can I guess who gets this first? Togedemaru? Does he get this?
I don't think he's who it was originally intended.
Well,
But,
oh.
no, he doesn't get it.
Okay. Cheek pouch. Oh my lord, I've never heard of this. What the fuck? Ugh. Shit. Does it have to do with, let me think of a stats. Maybe you'll have to do something with stats.
It does not have to do with stats.
It does not have to do with stats. Are you sure?
No. Yeah. When it takes effect, you don't hear the dun 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 or the dun 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 dun.
Okay. Makes sense. Oh god. Is it okay? I'll still say it anyway because I feel like you might be trolling with me. Does it have to do something with HP?
It does.
It does. Is it like Regenerator, where if you switch out and switch back in, you restore a bit of HP? Is it like that?
No.
It's not. Oh my fuck. Yeah, no, I got no clue. What does it do?
It restores additional HP when a berry is consumed.
Oh, so it's like Gluttony. Alright, man.
Yep.
Yeah, except Gluttony.
Sorry.
Damn.
The Pokemon Kage has lost.
Got an ability wrong. What's my punishment? Oh, Lord.
You have to give me your channel.
Excuse me?
So that I can run it to the ground and then give it back.
What the fuck? Yo, not gonna lie, okay, speaking of like punishments, the last like minigame that I did in episode 2, episode 2 will already be out by the time this is out, but basically episode 2 with Josh, one of my other Discord mates, basically his like punishment whenever he like got something wrong, he had to like stub his toe intentionally.
Okay.
Yeah, well that was really it. Okay, my turn. Alright,
Yep.
well this will be the last one, and I think that'll be it for now. I think that's be it. We've been
Yeah,
going for
and I
long
won't
enough.
even
Okay,
cheat this time. Don't worry.
alright, fine. Alright.
Okay, what is it?
Alright, I'm gonna say a description. I'm gonna say a description this time instead of the actual ability. Oh my god. Where? That's too easy. Reduces damage from super effective attacks. What is that?
Shield Dust.
No.
No.
No,
What? Oh
it's not
no,
shield
shield
dust.
dust gets rid of secondary effects. Damn it.
Yeah.
Um, reduces super effective attacks.
I'll give you a hint. A legendary gets this.
Thanks, man. Really helps.
Okay,
Um,
want a hint
I don't
further? A
know.
Gen 7 legendary gets this. I think that's a little better.
Bruh, Gen 7? I don't
Is
know
that like
anything
your
about.
weakest gen or something?
Dude, no, that's the gen I like the least.
Oh. Hmm.
Like, fuck the Gen 7 games. They look ugly.
Oh my god. What? What? Really?
Yeah, I think the Gen 7 games, not like the graphics, the character, the avatar player, I think they look
Ah.
terrible in that game.
I mean, you can customize them, but alright.
No, I mean like the model.
Right,
Like
okay.
just your limbs are way too long and it's weird.
Okay.
It's like bruh. I know normally people have like I know normally people have like normal sized appendages, but you don't need to show it in my Pokemon game, okay?
Alright.
Just because I have a shoe size 11 in real life doesn't mean I need that in my video game.
Could you imagine?
Bro,
Alright.
that would be weird.
I think it would be hilarious. Alright, come on. What does this do? Like, what's the name?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I feel
Okay.
terrible.
Alright, it's called Prism Armor.
Oh! Yeah.
Necrozma, Dustmane, and Dawnwings Necrozma, they get it. Yeah. If you could have said an alternative like Solid Rock, I think that would have been much easier for you to have gone or something. Solid Rock does the same
Yeah.
thing. Reduces damage taken from super effective moves by 25%. Pokemon that get it are Camerupt, Rhyperior, Tortuga, and Caracosta. And okay. Alright, well, that's all the time we've got for the podcast. We usually take these about an hour and something long. Alright, so, y'all in the audience, my community, Raichus Rebels, thank you so much for tuning into this podcast. Be sure to, if you saw this in the visual, be sure to subscribe. If you listen to this on Spotify, hopefully I get this on Spotify, then, I don't really know if I can say really can I say follow me on Spotify? I don't know if you can actually have a platform like that.
I think you can if you want.
Well, y'all can let me know in the comments. Siah, do you have anything else to say?
Yes.
All right.
Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Sub to my YouTube channel. And I don't have a Spotify because I don't use that. But follow me there too. So
Thank you so much for tuning in to Raichus Engaging, Badass, Excellent, Laughable podcast. As always, get your things over with. Take care, guys.
Yep. Yep. Hey, it's Ria's.